Pisces. So what's going on for Pisces? Love, romance, relationships. Okay, this is quite powerful. You do have the Star card and the High Priestess as well in terms of love. Now, the High Priestess carries a prophecy of some kind, a reveal, an announcement, something that's destined for us. Now, she holds the Torah, and because she's, I suppose, she's like an oracle. She delivers news, or she delivers a prophecy, or she makes it plain to us through signs or symbols that something is meant for us. There's going to be some sort of validation that you'll receive in the upcoming month. And it's validation around someone that's around you or someone that you're communicating with. The High Priestess plants a seed. She can rule fertility, so it can definitely be pregnancies, whether planned or unplanned, potentially celebrating something here. New additions and new beginnings are coming forward with the sign of Aries here with the Magician. So possibly new additions to the family or pregnancy news. But look, with the black and the white pillars behind her, there's some sort of reveal. I do feel like someone's revealing something, okay? It's almost like all the cards are coming out on the table, or revealing their ulterior motives. But oftentimes when something does come up with a High Priestess, it is a pretty major reveal. She doesn't reveal minor things in our lives, it's major things, Pisces. So I think you've got a major reveal here. Sometimes I also see a confession that comes through with the Knight of Cups. Okay, to me, I feel like he's confessing something. It comes from an honest place. It comes from a place of emotion. So I think if someone is confiding in you, I think it comes from a place of them being able to trust you, or them wanting, because he walks towards this mountain here. I feel like it's because they want to accelerate with things with you, or they want things to become more complex, and not in a bad way. It's more like they feel like they're reaching a height in your connection. Okay, they want to pioneer that way, and it's really like the ride or die energy to me. So I do feel as though there's someone who's offering you love, might be falling in love. You know, I feel like with the Knight of Cups, he's in the early stages of falling for someone, and he's starting to show a lot more commitment. So you might see that. I also feel with the Eight of Swords, someone might communicate their fears or anxieties about a relationship, or perhaps where your relationship is going with them. But know that it comes from an honest place, Pisces. So you have to somewhat admire that energy, I suppose. Maybe they haven't dated in a while. The Page of Wands is here. Now, sometimes the Page of Wands to me is a little bit inexperienced. Pages tend to be inexperienced. In the courtly cards, they're the young ones of the deck. So it's either you've got someone younger coming in, or someone who's less experienced in love. Maybe they haven't had trauma. Maybe they've never been in love, but this person might be coming in around you. But it's also a lot of affection or sexually charged energy. So you might have someone coming forward who's displaying sexual interest or physical attraction towards you. And it could definitely be a fire sign here. So the Aries, the Leo, or a Sag that's coming through. And I do feel as though if you are dealing with a water sign, you're going to see this person become a lot more emotionally attached to you. Now, there is an event happening with the Three of Cups. This is a celebration. Some of you are being introduced to someone special. I need you to be open to events and invitations, Pisces, because I feel like you're meant to meet someone here. Either you're meant to meet the person who will introduce you, or the person who's friends with or related to the person that you're supposed to be introduced to. Something quite mysterious coming through here, but there's possibly a celebration, or it shows me that there'll be a lot of happy times, happy memories that you're going to be creating with someone special. But let's not forget here that there is three cards. So Three of Cups, Three of Wands, they sit right next to each other. So possibly a third party situation here. Remember, everything is coming to the surface. The Star card brings things to illumination. So I want you to look out for that. But look, there is a beautiful Queen of Pentacles also present in the cards. She can represent an earth sign. So if you are dealing with a Taurus, a Capricorn, or Virgo, I think this is very, very good news. I think this person is becoming more attached. I think this person is becoming more stable or finding stability with you. It could also indicate that even if you're not dealing with an earth sign, it could indicate that there is a stable relationship that's coming in around you, that's being formulated as we speak, because she is the last queen of the deck. And she's been through a lot, she's seen a lot, and there's a reason why and how she got to her level. So possibly lots of milestones that you'll be encountering with your special person in this month. But she does represent growth, nurturing, and luck. Okay, so there's luck in your connection somehow. There's growth in your connection somehow. But it could also be monetary, moving in together, buying assets together. So, and you know, in one way, these are absolutely major milestones, Pisces. So that could be very, very exciting to look forward to. Let's have a look at your career side of things. Creative pursuits, business. Okay, all these swords cards, there's an air sign around you. Or if it's not an air sign, it's someone who portrays air sign qualities. Maybe well-connected, quite charismatic, charming, well-educated, maybe a little bit anxiety-ridden. That kind of energy is coming up around you. And it's present in the form of 3 more swords cards that have come up in addition to the one you have in the general. So, look, there's anxiousness about a situation at work. I don't know if you've got a presentation or something you need to put forward here, but there's anxiousness about it. Or you're preempting a certain situation here. It could also be that there is a bit of miscommunication, or someone feels like you're not living up to your word, or you might feel like someone is not living up to their promised word, that they have some sort of ulterior motives or something that you're not seeing clearly. And I think you're possibly right about some of this, Pisces. There could be a certain situation here where someone, you know, the betrayal can be seen with the 10 of Swords, that someone is doing something behind your back, okay? Duality potentially coming in with the 2 of Wands. So I guess this is something you need to keep an eye out on, but it can also be preempting a certain situation here. You might need to manage your time or energy or resources better, because there could be quite an overwhelming energy. The 9 of Swords sits quite overwhelmed in the cards here. You know, he's up late at night. He's not feeling very comfortable. I have to do this. I need to do that. How am I only ever going to get that done? So I think proper planning is needed. Patience as well is coming through with the 4 of Swords. There is a tomb effigy here. It can be seen as a time of reflection. So you might need to reflect over a piece of work. You might need to reflect over a conversation that takes place. You might need to let the dust settle in some sort of situation here. But like I said, because you've got the long-term future card with the 3 of Wands, I do feel like the things you're planning or thinking about, or whatever sort of inspiration that's perhaps coming to you, it'll take you far and wide, and it's something to do with the long term. Now, it's not all bad. I do feel like for some there is distant lands or something further that's calling you. It's at a distance, and I feel it's calling you during this time. The World card can also indicate adventure and travel opportunities connected to work or creative pursuits. It could be a business idea. It could be a launch of some kind, or stepping out into the world. Maybe creating a business page for your social media account. Maybe putting your creative talents on your LinkedIn page, or on your Facebook, or on your Instagram. Maybe sharing something with the world, okay? And maybe not the world at large. Maybe it's just your intimate friends and family. But you're still, something is shaping up in your world. It's also a card of completion. So some of you might be completing something. It could be a script, it could be a portfolio, it could be a book, it could be some sort of project you've been working on, but something might come full circle with the World card, and you'll be very, very happy with the result, because the Six of Wands is also here. Now, he brings a lot of prominence following conquest, though. So if there's a certain situation that's quite filled with obstacles, I feel you might come out on top, or there might be a fire sign who comes out on top, so an Aries, Sag, or Leo. But it really is either setting an example out of someone, or you'll be made an example out of. You'll be made an example in some sort of situation or scenario. But I do think it's prominence. It is. It's really being elevated from the crowd somehow, Pisces. You know, these people are walking. This one's on horseback. This one's got the laurel wreath around his head. And he's earned his victory. So something that might be accredited to you. A diploma, a degree, an opportunity, so it could be something that will be delegated to you, and possibly acknowledgement here as well. That's, you know, you might be acknowledged for something you didn't see coming, or something you didn't think was going to be a hit or a success, but it turns out it will be, and it's like you'll be singled out. Could be a contract, could be a client, could be an idea that you might put forward in a business sense, in a creative setting, in a collaborative project even, but that's coming in around you as well. If you've got a bit of a block, the darkness in these cards could indicate a block or lack of illumination. I do think the Star card is going to point you in the right direction, so you will see some sort of inspiration that'll come to you, maybe through film, maybe online, maybe through some sort of work of art. But it's something that's available to the general public, but you're going to source some sort of inspiration or draw from it some sort of inspo here, Pisces. So I will leave it at that.